Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm actually drawing. I never thought I would be making art content, but I'm not a professional artist. I'm just learning. This is kind of day one to day one of day 100. I don't know. You know that PewDiePie challenge. So yeah, actually that video kind of motivated me to do art, but I didn't do it at the time, even though I was meant to. I actually learned art for like a year and I stopped practicing art after that because I was just lazy and I was not focusing on art as much I wanted to because my art teacher used to say prioritize art. It will be useful for you in the future. I mean, I didn't listen at that time, but and after that after my college days, I simply didn't have enough time to practice art until until I started to do YouTube. But then I realized I'm playing games and not doing art. And then I joined an intern. So technically, I'm doing my intern in the morning and at night I'm recording and learning art instead of playing video games for YouTube. At least this feels productive and. I asked my friend, talked with my friend about it, and he said, "Yeah, might as well do a video about it and make it a day one to day 100 challenge." So yeah, this is my day one progress, and I will be, I will try to make YouTube video daily. I will be tired because I am actually tired, and I am ruining my sleep schedule, to be honest. But everything will be rewarded one day, though. And I hope I also get rewarded one day. So yeah, this is the day one of whatever art challenge, and hope by the end of this challenge, or hope one day I get good at art. I actually want to do art because I want to do manga and webtoons. But then I kind of push myself from not doing it. And then after 1 year, I wanted to do concept art for a couple games, and then I still was lazy and didn't practice art well enough. And then this year, I was like, maybe I should practice art, and instead of actually practicing drawing to draw, I was playing video games for YouTube. But so I was like, man, I'm really wasting my time. I should do something useful. In playing games is not wasting time because it's actually entertaining and I still play games. Don't get me wrong. It's just different priorities. If I was good at video games, I would be playing video games. It's just simply I'm not good at video games either. So it's like I either get good at video games or I either get good at something that's actually useful for me in real life. So yeah, and I wanted to do YouTube because I used to watch Technoblade videos about him ranting about random stuff. So I was like, man, I wanted to be like this guy. So Technoblade was the reason why I wanted to do YouTube, and wanted to do his style of content. And I never, to be honest, I never found a game that I like to play, which made me replicate his type of content. Replicate in the sense of, you know, simple commentary with the gameplay. I couldn't do that with TFT. With TFT, I was so tired, or I couldn't talk, or it just was my mind wasn't in the right place. But now I'm talking freely. Most of the time I'm not even making sense, but still I'm talking and I'm like practicing. So this is warm up session to make my hand go wherever I want. After this warm up session, I mean, all these circles are bad. This is not how you should do circles, but I'm still just practicing. If my art teacher saw that, he would just feel disappointed in me. Actual circle, it should be connected. I mean, this is kind of good, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm just doing this. So this is my day one. So I want to learn actual proper way of art. You know, like actual art and not just draw one frame or one picture. I want to learn the concept of art. And right now I'm doing perspective. I have practiced art before for like 1 or 2 years. It was in my college studies. I studies, but then I just stopped practicing art because I was just lazy and I wanted to concentrate on other things. Now I have a time to concentrate on my artwork, and actually, this might actually be useful for me later too. If YouTube doesn't work, YouTube is something that I will be working on forever because I want to do YouTube, but still by the time before YouTube picks up, I want to do something right. Yeah, these are all perspective boxes which are important for you to do. I mean, mostly it is to get the knowledge of perspective and how perspective works, but always prioritize to draw precisely. Like these circles are all wrong, but still it kind of works for me because I'm just warming up and I'm also tired. It's like I'm ruining my sleep schedule to film this video, and I hope this, it's not meant to hit any time period. It's just till I can speak about something and till I am actually working out, I'm actually drawing. I have taken some reference pictures here. So today it's just basics, torso and simple basics, not muscle anatomy, nothing. It's just I asked my friend about what should I draw today, and he was like, just draw simple boxes, man, start simple, which is kind of true. Art always seems complicated, but the moment you start to draw, everything becomes so plain and simple to the point it's kind of sometimes disappointing. It's not entirely disappointing, but it's like something you can do. When you realize you can do something, it kind of feels like, damn, this shit really easy. So that's how I kind of see myself drawing. But when I see mangaka, when I read manga and watch other mangakas draw some shit, I'm like, damn, that's perfection. That's peak. And I kind of hope one day I could draw like that. So yeah, the reason why he told me to draw boxes is because boxes kind of replicate our torso. This is human anatomy, right? So human anatomy is just basic shapes, right? And boxes kind of makes perspective simple and easy for human eye to understand. So the more boxes you draw, the more you can understand perspective and how perspective actually works. So all these boxes are kind of wrong because I didn't have any what do they call it, perspective line. So if you are an art teacher and kind of seeing this video, I'm sorry, I'm doing everything wrong. This is not a teaching video. This is me practicing art. Okay, this is me drawing because I'm bored and I wanna record a YouTube video. So this is kinda correct. That's how you should actually draw. So this is how you should draw the torso. Torso is just two boxes on top of each other. This is my rib cage, this is my stomach, and here pelvis will come. This is my pelvic region, and this is my neck. So that's how torso is. Torso at the end of the day is my rib cage with my stomach part that's actually empty, and my pelvis, and shoulder muscles here. See, drawing is kinda easy until you practice it and perfect the skill. This is my damn. See, look at it. Basics. So today I'm kind of practicing just the basics, and I hope I get to draw. At the end of this challenge, I want to see how long it actually takes me to get good at art. So it's kind of like tracking my own progress throughout this recording session. So you guys can also see how long it actually takes for a random guy to get good at art. See, I was practicing like this, and look at this now. It's like kind of good, you know. So this is what practice actually does. Warm up actually makes things look good. My art teacher told me to warm up at least for like an hour minimum. And when I used to do that, my arms would get sore between like 15 to 30 minutes. My arms would get sore, and I would take rest for another half an hour. So it's like my art session is gone. And I'm using Krita. It's not sponsored, but yeah, I'm using Krita because I prefer using Krita to draw. And I like this pen because it feels like I'm Gege. You know, Gege Akutami Sensei. It resembles his lines, strokes, you know. It gives that ink pen feel, which I kind of prefer and I like. So I want to draw a cube at the end of this session, and I think I kind of did it. This is a perfect cube. It's not perfect, but it's a cute cube, you know. It does its role at the end of the day, and that's what I will be going. I will like practice all this figure drawing and anatomy session, but today is just simple basics. You know, it's literally day one. That's in the title, so make sure to tune in for day 2 and you know, see how far I have gone on my day 2. But day 1 is just understanding shapes and forms, understanding perspective, understanding on how art actually works. So if you are also a day 1 beginner, I would suggest to do understand the shapes. Shapes is kind of important. A circle, cone, square, and cone is not a shape, but you get the idea, right? Form is important. Now form is where I think 3D objects, right? Cube, and the cylinder. Cylinder is also an important shape. Human anatomy is around cylinder, and third one would be perspective. Perspective plays a major role in everything. When it comes to art, perspective is kind of important. The way you show something really depends on what you actually convey. So perspective kind of conveys everything. It kind of gives the depth to it too. So it's like, you know, it's from there, and you know, it's like a street alleyway. You see, the aspect ratio, everything matters. So we have shapes, we have form, and we have perspective. Strokes are also important. You should have a clean stroke like this. You know, these are all, I'm doing it manually. I ain't pressing any keyboard shortkeys. So learn to draw straight lines, practice strokes when you are free, so that you get the discipline of having a clean line. I still can't draw vertical lines because I haven't practiced that much. But yeah, practice makes perfect, right? So make sure to practice clean strokes, which is important. So on day one, you have to make sure that your hand can go wherever your mind wants it to go. That's literally the one. So by the end of day one, you guys should be able to draw a circle, not a perfect one, but it should be a circle. Just this is accepted. A square, I mean this is a rectangle, but you should draw a line. That's the main reason to draw a square, is to make sure that your strokes are kinda straight. Your line should be straight. That's the point of drawing a square. And then a cube to understand form. And you should have a basic understanding of perspective. Perspective is a deep concept. Even like people get twisted all the time. So perspective can be learned, but once you master perspective, it gives a kind of new flavor to your art. Because with perspective, you can also learn foreshortening, which is an important thing in manga and comic drawing. Comics, foreshortening kind of makes your character come alive. It's not even on manga or comics, just makes good. So yeah, and so zero should be lines and I don't know what is that, strokes, lines, and I don't know what you call this, curved lines. So try to doodle as much as you can possible. At the end of the day, you are meant to doodle. Doodling is kind of good. So once you have a basic idea of everything, you can draw anything. That's the whole point of art, It's like practice. Everyone practice it for like years. That's the whole point of art, and the whole point of the channel is to actually record how long it actually takes me to get good at art. So this is my progress, and before even recording, during my intern, I was practicing my lines and my strokes. So this box is checked, and I can draw shapes. It's just I'm tired right now, but still I practice shapes, practice some forms. I have an understanding on perspective. I will try to make a video about perspective, and foreshortening comes under perspective, so it's kind of weird. It's even new for me. And anatomy, figure drawing is a must. Figure drawing and portrait, still life, real life, real and still, and then lighting, and then shadows, lighting and shadows, and this would be shading. So yeah, I feel like 10th would be anatomy, human anatomy. Anatomy is the least important part when it comes to art. It's like you should have like the best knowledge about these 8 important features: lights and shadow, shading, real life photography, I mean, real life or still life images, figure drawing, perspective, foreshortening, form, shapes, and lines and strokes. So I actually didn't draw anything because I am not. I'm not an artist yet. This is day one, but in order to in this video, I might try to draw something. I don't know what I'm gonna draw. Okay, I practice square, right? Let me draw torso. So for torso, this is my upper body. Torso is upper body, but this is my rib cage. Okay, so usually that's how rib cage goes. And then this is my stomach area where there is no bones or anything. And this is my pelvis. That's how torso works on basic art and drawing, but we will check it on like day 7 or something. I don't know, because I have to practice other things. And if I want to draw basic human with basic shapes, circles are kinda important. It is easy to portray a human. No, anatomy. Portray the flow. Flow is an important thing to damn. Flow is an important thing when it comes to art. That should be. I should also learn that. So this is the basics of drawing a human. I think the anatomy is wrong. I know, because I forgot how to draw human anatomy. The proportions are wrong, and he is lacking center of gravity. Everything is wrong with this portrait. But day one is not meant to draw a human portrait. Just thick thighs. Oh, that's better. That's good. But day one is kind of preparation day, and I feel like I prepared well for day 2. Now all that left is make sure I draw day 2, and don't worry, I think I'm gonna actually prepare what I wanna do for day 2. I think today, after drawing lines and drawing cubes for like half an hour, it's all about what it's about. I don't know who is even going to watch. It's like, no, it's not art teaching. I'm not teaching art. I'm just drawing and recording and uploading what I'm practicing on YouTube, right? So I don't know who is gonna watch it. If you're an art teacher and you're watching it, feel free to comment. If I'm doing something wrong. Obviously, still learning, and this is day 1. And I'm kind of blank on. I don't know what to and how to progress, even though I have learned art for like an year. The problem is I forgot on what to do and how to do, and I didn't practice art. That's the actual problem. Right now I want to do art. So hope one day I become an artist and you guys can see my progress since day 1. That's the whole point of this series. See, my cubes are getting better. At least I feel like my cubes are getting better. So yeah, that's the end of the session or today. I am drawing cubes. Tomorrow, don't worry guys, I will you're watching this till now, tomorrow I will try to have a concept that I want to learn. So with like I mentioned, I think tomorrow I might draw a figure drawing and just jump right to it, but it's either perspective or figure drawing tomorrow. I wanna learn figure drawing because I kinda have an understanding in perspective, and perspective is a weird and unfun topic to actually learn. It's useful and it's important, but it's also not fun to talk about. Meanwhile, figure drawing is kinda so figure drawing is so fun to draw. Figure drawing is the most therapeutic thing to draw. If I have to draw something for like an year, I would choose figure drawing. So yeah, I've been speaking for like 20 minutes, and I hope this is like episode 0. This should be episode 0, but I'm gonna post it as day 1. And if you're watching till now, I will make sure to add something. Some lo-fi tunes on the background, don't worry, so that you guys can listen to me and see what I'm actually doing. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.